Welcome to Rage Quit, your #1 source for something. Around the rumor mill, Sony is planning to axe half their employees and downsize Bungie. This means they will be firing about 400 people. I can't imagine what could have caused this. I feel like there is something that should be so obvious, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Oh. Wait. Turns out their latest game, Marathon, only made the company $14 million on console. For those of you that enjoy a bit of math, the game cost the company over $250 million to make. I'd say they missed a profit margin by just a tad. Sony is also rumored to be downsizing Arcane Lion or gutting it entirely. Can't imagine what went wrong with Arcane Lion.
That's a good job, well done, lass. Thanks for your help.
I'm a they, not a she.
Beg your pardon, I meant no disrespect.
I will be honest, I completely forgot that Sony acquired Bungie in 2022 and thought it was still an Xbox company. Oops. Speaking of Xbox, things just keep looking more bleak for their employees. Jason Schreier, known for being a shill for gaming companies, addressed the latest news calling it an absolute bloodbath. He said that there is going to be way more layoffs to come. Some studios are going to branch off on their own outside of Xbox while others will be dissolved entirely. He seems to be in utter disbelief by how bad things are over at Xbox. Aren't you meant to be a gaming journalist, Jason? I don't expect you to understand advanced economics, but surely you must know the basics, right? Anyways, here is a bit from his stream.
During a lot of this acquisition spending spree, when some of these projects started getting greenlit and started to enter development, the messaging was not, you must hit X amount of profitability. The messaging was, make good games, help us fill out Game Pass, try to win awards. Of course, don't lose money, break even. But like, this is not a profit play. This is kind of, Game Pass is the North Star. Anyway, so a lot of these studios, trust me, they made plenty of their own mistakes, but like in a lot of ways, they're being punished today for following orders, for listening to what they were told a few years ago. And that, I think, is just a shame, and what's happening is going to be pretty brutal. The word bloodbath has been thrown around among people that I talk to who know what's happening. It's going to be bad, so stay tuned. I'll be reporting more as I learn more on Bloomberg about who's being affected, how big the scope is. But those 3 studios that I mentioned are just the beginning. There's going to be more. There are a lot of negotiations going on right now.
A while back, there was a rumor that the reason Asha Sharma was brought in was to basically tuck the company in bed for a final goodnight. They knew there was little chance for recovery and her only job was to keep the fire contained while everything burned to the ground. Again, this is just a rumor, but it is feeling more and more real. If that is the case, them trying to get on the good side of Xbox fans seems extremely disingenuous and evil. Making promises knowing the end goal is just a controlled burn of the company and the eventual closure of Xbox. How evil. To be fair to Xbox, layoffs aren't just happening with them. The entire industry is downsizing. If I had to guess, some of this was wasteful hiring during the pandemic, but also compounding failure to earn game titles that just couldn't find an audience. Strange. I thought the modern audience was massive. Turns out, that was a lie. Here is to hoping their rumored $400 million budget for the next Gears of War game pays off. This is on par with the 2014 release of Destiny, which cost $500 million. Only this Gears of War is an Xbox exclusive. They are taking a major risk with it. A lot of dough riding on this one. I for one am just sick of the agenda. I am sick of all the crap game studios have been getting away with. Ruining legacy franchises, spending on stupid political messaging. Putting activist goals first and gamers last. Some studios are still fully invested. I know which game I won't be buying next. I am just so tired of it. I will end this video with a poem. I don't want to play a failed art project. I don't want a hand-holding simulator. I don't want millennial slop humor. And I don't want games that come with a disclaimer. I don't want another forced female protagonist. I don't want to be lectured to. I don't want more characters I love to be ruined. And I don't want another game I have to force myself through. I don't care about your stance on climate change. I don't care which politician you voted for. I don't care what your sexual orientation is. And I don't care how much you have done for the poor. I don't want to hear about why my skin color or gender matters. I don't want to hear about war in other nations and who is to blame. I don't want to listen to another insufferable opinion of yours. And I don't want to hear about real-world politics in a video game.